The first thing that you would typically be putting on is something like a base, like a concealer or your foundation. There's a couple of ways that you can do this. A cushion, SPF, foundation, Wet n Wild, cheap. It's just a sponge. So you open it up and inside is the sponge with the makeup and just dab it on there. And the next way is to start out with some sort of coverage or foundation. I have Mary Kay, which I don't know if it's looking, but I have Mary Kay medium coverage foundation, and it is for normal to oily skin, and I have beige 300. And what I would do with that is just kind of make little dots all over. You can find e.l.f. knockoffs all the time at like Target or anywhere, and you just kind of like, you just massage your face with this brush, and I think it is pure genius. My face done. You can wash that out later. I try to get all the red around my nose and such. And then to set it for me, I do this is my like winter tone and my medium tone. So right now I'm more medium than winter. I'll use this for highlights sometimes, but I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm gonna go with a big fluffy brush. I got this one, doesn't say from where. I think I got it from my mother-in-law. She gave me a kit of brushes. So big fluffy brush, fluffier the better. I love fluffy brushes. And I'm just going to, with a dotting motion, go all around and set the cream. Brush my teeth, so my throat is still waking up. I would say that another fun, quick, easy-ish thing would be Maybelline Tattoo Studio. So if you can see it, there it is, and it comes in a pen form. So I'm going to use the pen for today, but I have it in two different ways. It's like a gel and a pen. And the pen comes out like that. And I'm just going to rake it through my eyebrows. If I mess up, I quickly just take my finger and away it goes. So you want to just follow the natural shape of your eyebrow, pretty much trace over it, maybe add a little to it, but nothing crazy. And there we go. That would be the least amount type of thing that I would like to do. I just get my eyebrows. I didn't even bother with my eyes. Maybe you put on some chapstick. And that's kind of my like beach look, so to speak. From there, I would go into a contour palette. You can get these, again, really cheap at grocery stores. or at CVS, Rite Aid. This is Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour. And since I'm recording on the front camera, I have no idea if half of this is backwards. I'm so sorry. So, difference in brushes. This is the brush I used for my face, goes like this. This is the brush that I used for my cheeks, goes like that. Okay, so I have one that looks like this for my cheeks. And this being a contour palette, it has it in there for you, so light goes on top, dark goes on bottom. So if you just hold it the right way, it'll do it all for you. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna brush, 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 and get it like that. And that's kind of it. Sometimes I'll do like the side of my nose, but I like my nose, I don't mind my nose, so I leave it alone for the most part. And that is kind of showing up super aggressive. So if it looks too dark, just go back in with your fluffy brush. Fluff it out. And that's the contouring I do. A lot of people will like bam, 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 bam. Just easy enough. So yeah, that's the contouring. It's not much, it's not hard. I just floof the brush. From there, so if I'm going another step, your lips would be a great one to do. So one of my favorite lipsticks is Maybelline Matte Ink, and this one is in the Seductress and is a very neutral. And it dries matte, for anyone who's curious. And right now, because I have such excellent halo lighting right in front of me, my under eyes look great, so I'm not gonna worry about it, but I could also go back in. I have CoverX Cream Concealer. It's like this. And I would go all in here and down the center of my nose and one dot above the lip and just blend all of that in and then repowder everything again if I felt I needed it. From there, if I'm going one step further, I would grab a palette. You can have any sorts of ones. You can have single ones, like I have some Mary Kay singles. These are great because they come pre-colored for you. This is Knock on Wood by Wet n Wild. Not sponsored by Wet n Wild, just easy and cheap. So this is a very easy one. It has a highlight, a crease, and a lid. I would not put that all over my lid unless I was going for like a very bold look, personally. Bold looks can be good. I often go for a little bit different. I almost go for a little bit vintage. So we are going to be using eyeliners today. Yeah, and I will talk about those again. So last Christmas, I gave you my heart. No, my friend gave me a Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. I don't expect you to go out and buy a Kat Von D palette, but anything that has neutrals like this will do. So here's all the neutrals, golds, blacks, tans, yeah, anything like that. Now, I typically will use my hand. I will just, because it's my stuff, I'm using it on my face. For the sake of, you know, the video and everything, I will find a brush. There we go, got a brush. So I got a little brush here, looks like so. And I'm just going to brush off whatever was on it on my wrist. And then I'm gonna go into kind of the cream color here on the end. And I'm gonna go all over the lid with that. But I'm trying not to flick the brush because then you'll get puddles of color in here and it doesn't look pretty. From there, I might go into my highlighter. There's a super light white in the middle there, and I'll go just under my eyebrows. And then I typically will use the, the red or the browns or the creamy browns for the crease of my eye. So from there, I'm gonna go into like the brown gold. Start making a little puddle there. This light is almost too bright now, jeez. And I'm gonna go into the red next. If you want to make even more impact, you need to get darker into the colors. So possibly this one or even the black to like dab, 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 dab right in the corner. So I'm going to go into the brown. Where I would leave it for a daily, I'm podcasting maybe, which I'm hoping to, but I'm not doing anything else. I have kind of a nude lips. I've done a little bit on my cheeks. I didn't put any blush on. I don't normally. I did my eyebrows and I've done this color, but this kind of will look like I got punched if I leave it and I don't have anything to line my eyes. So let's talk about the stamps. I can do my own liner. I can womp womp, but that doesn't help you very much. I've been doing vintage liner for about 7 years now. So I've gotten a lot of muscle memory of where I like to place it and pull. But what can really help you is the stamps. Winged liner, and we're gonna do it today. Daily makeup, this is the simplest way that I do my makeup. Again, if I was just going to, say, a doctor's office and I did not mind, I didn't care about eyeliner or eyeshadow, I would just put on a little bit of concealer and sunscreen and dab the powder all over and maybe do my eyebrows, and that's about it. For beaches, that's perfect. It's just a little bit so that you know, have a little color, even out your skin tone if you want, that kind of stuff. But thank you so much for watching, and